Detroit Rock City. What do you like better, Detroit Rock City or Motown?
Motown. Detroit
Motown.
Motown.
Undefeated welterweight Janelson Bocachica, who this Wednesday night makes his national television debut live on ShoBox, taking on Nicklaus Flaz, live from the Mohegan Sun and live on Showtime. What's happening, Janelson?
Nothing. Just keeping in weight. I'm already in weight, and just staying ready, prepared.
We're a few days
And
out. We're a few days out from the fight. I guess the hard training is done. I guess the bulk of camp is
yeah.
done. What are your thoughts? We're about 4 or 5 days out. What do you think?
I'm just hoping he came really prepared because I'm prepared, and we've been working super hard, and I want to demonstrate everything I got. You know what I'm saying? If he can make it past the first couple rounds, it'll be amazing because I know he has a fan base in Puerto Rico as well as mine. I keep getting back-to-back phone calls, you know what I'm saying? And he's been having his people blow me up. And this is gonna be a spectacular event because even though there's no audience, there's gonna be like the biggest crowd on TV. So, we're ready.
You mentioned that he's from Puerto Rico as well. What's it like fighting another fighter from Puerto Rico?
You know, it could have been anybody. I don't have a problem fighting anybody, but it's like I had to fight one of my own guys, and then there's a lot of talk about me fighting a guy from Puerto Rico, and like I don't care because any publicity is good publicity. You know what I'm saying? Talking bad, talking good. It's just I know my name's out there now for sure, and it's about to be even more out there when I knock Nicklaus Flaz out. So I'm just happy it's on Showtime, and TV, so everybody can see it.
Is he the type? Is he the type of guy? If you weren't fighting him, he'd be. You'd probably be root for a guy like Nicklaus Flaz.
Oh yeah, for sure. Anybody that comes out of Puerto Rico, I'll be rooting for. You know what I'm saying? But they put him in my path, so now I gotta take him out.
It's funny. You're still just 21 years old. It seems like you've been around a little while. I mean, I know. You probably first got on the radar people as a young amateur, not just an amateur. As a young amateur, you were sparring and working with like more established pros when you were a real young kid. Being around guys like that since you were maybe, 10, 11, 12 years old, maybe younger, has that helped prepare you for this moment, the national television exposure that you're about to get on Wednesday night?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're familiar with Tony Harrison.
Yep.
And K9 Bundridge, Tyner, even etc. More names. They've been around TV a lot, and I've been around them a lot. I've been around it, and Clarissa Shields, I'm used to having cameras around. You know what I'm saying? So it's not camera. I'm not camera shy. I'm not I'm not scared of lights. I'm not worried about anything going wrong. I'm so prepared, and I've been so ready for such a big thing like TV and Showtime coming up and picking me up so I can demonstrate my craft on TV. And I think it's about time. I think it took a little bit longer than anticipated, but we're here now and we're ready.
And you're still just 21 years old.
I'm 21 years old, for sure.
Still just 21 years old. You got your whole career ahead of you. So what does Nicklaus Flaz bring to the table?
Well, he's a brawler. You know what I'm saying? And coming up, I was a brawler. I love to bang, but I'm a boxer all around. You know what I'm saying? I can't just be banging, and I love fighting guys who think they can out-tough me, anything like that, you know what I'm saying? So he wants to come in with a game plan that I think is ridiculous, come forward on me. We're going to see how that goes for him. And I tell percent that's when I want to do my talking.
I know some of the guys that maybe you fought in the amateurs, they've kind of gotten a little bit of their shine first, maybe some national TV exposure as well, guys that you've beat in the amateurs. Has that been motivating for you, the last, year, a few months or whatever?
Yeah, for years, people, I come from Detroit, I come from what you call the slums. I come from down low, and these people have money around them. They have like the publicity, the TV, everybody around them, and they get a lot of help. I don't get that. I get mine straight from going to the gym and being on these guys, and then from being on these guys, I can't post it out there, but everybody already knows what I've done, and in the boxing community, people fear me, and so it's like I didn't think I was gonna get a chance to pop up on TV because all these guys that I beat, and they're all over TV. They're like, oh, my name's Big, this, that. I don't know how many knockouts. All those people I beat, with my hand tied behind my back, and it's just crazy to me how they got exposure before I did. But I understand why, because they have everybody on their back behind them. But now now it's time, and everybody's gonna see it.
See, I've been doing a
Everybody
little.
wants to see the truth.
I've been doing a little investigative reporting. This is what guys like me do. I
Right.
understand there's some history with someone else on the card, a former amateur opponent of
Yeah.
yours, and who's been on TV a couple of times. Brandon Lee, who fights at a
Yeah.
weight
Fast.
lower. What's gonna be like? I know there's some history between you two. What's gonna be like seeing him? Maybe you guys probably gonna be staying on the same floor or at the weigh-in and stuff like that.
Yeah, he can get it. He can get it. That's the first thing I'm gonna say. He can get it. He's at 140, so he won't be at 147 because that's my weight division. Everybody ever since my amateurs, they either go a weight class lower or weight class high. I'm always been 147. I lose 5 pounds to fight, 5, 6 pounds. Everybody drops 10, 20. They do all this starving. I don't do that. We really get it from the mud over here. Like I said, I'm from Detroit, and we do shit the right way, naturally. We do it by hard work, and we don't do all this fake publicity stunts. I don't do none of that. I'm with everything, so whatever they want to bring, I'm with all the shit.
I understand that you were sparring a lot with this in this camp. It was Tony Harrison, as you mentioned before, and
Yeah.
you did some rounds with the main event fighter Charles Conwell. What's it like
Right.
to obviously Harrison was a world champion. Conwell, a lot of people think is going to be a world champion. I mean, that's a pretty intense camp there.
Yeah. We love intense camp. Me and my dad. I feel like anytime there's work to be done, you shouldn't half-ass it. You should always 100% your work. You know what I'm saying? And Charles Conwell, he's bigger than me. Fights. He's the main event. Fights in bigger weight class. Yeah,
And
everybody has spar.
Harrison's a 54 as well.
Yeah, exactly. And spar is higher weight class. I don't get rounds in that's my weight. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I feel like for this fight in particular, train so hard, and I got so many rounds in with the best people around, and I feel so ready that like they said, this is gonna be my hardest opponent, and I think this is gonna be my most beautiful because the better my opponent is, the greater I'm gonna look. I'm gonna showcase everything.
So, I mean, I guess you get more. I won't say that you don't get motivated by other opponents, but I guess maybe the bigger the opportunity, the bigger the motivation, the hard, maybe even the harder that you go.
Yeah, and the thing is that the mindset that people come in to come fight with me, you know what I'm saying? They say, "Oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that." They say study your opponent because with this strategy, no, all that stuff that they get punched in the mouth. One punch in the mouth by Janelson is not easy, you know what I'm saying? So the game plan switches off rip, and they switch. They want to do this, they want to do that now. Oh, what happened to your old game plan? And off that, you're in your head. You heard them, and it's just time to get them out.
Now that you have a real full team behind you, what I mean is you have a terrific management group with split team management. You have a promoter in King's Promotions behind you. You feel now that once we see you on the TV on Wednesday night, we're probably gonna be seeing you pretty much on TV as you go on through your career. As we don't see your picture here, but did we lose Janelson? I think we may have lost Janelson. We'll give it another minute to see if he comes back on. I don't know what happened here to Janelson Bocachica as he takes on Nicklaus Flaz this Wednesday night live on ShoBox, the new generation. Maybe we'll try to get him back on and we'll shut this stream down and he's off.